Yes, your boy's back at it. Couple things I picked up. I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year. Everything was safe, everything was good. Let's get into it. Right here, I gotta give a shout out to my dude Ash. He was gonna sell some of this stuff, and I was like, hold that shit. I'm gonna go get it right now. Got this from Ash too. The 66 Joker and Riddler. Got them at a good ass discounted price. Went up to my shop. Dude was like, yo, there's some bins there with some shit in it. It was like 3 bins and it was just like full of shit. He was like, you have whatever you want there. And I grabbed all of this. It's all dirty. I gotta clean it up before I start taking it out. Alright, pieces in there. I could use that for something. It's a chair. Cooler and shit. There's a bunch of these boxes. Might be like G.I. Joe type shit. And trying to look for what he charged me for. He charged me for one thing. He charged me $1. This fucking beaver. Little suitcase. Big ass suitcase. Chair. This thing. What is that shit? Like a little candle with a dragon. Oh, this is the only thing he charged me for. He charged me for this little alien thing. He charged me $1. And this is pretty cool right here. It's like, it's pretty cool. I can use that for some ACBA. Right here, I got a little something for the page. Mess around with them 66 joints. About to open that Joker back there. You know how, like at the end of the episode, he always like put them in some type of fucking situation, you know, and then whatever, that same bad channel, same bad shit, whatever came out at the end. So, that's where a little bit of this is going on here. Got, Robin knocked out. Got Bat's old room. You got Joker right there, just getting some laughs in. Take that shot right there. You know, he's about to fucking pull some shit out of his belt. They get away like they always do. Just trying to light it up a little bit. The green poster board. Whatever. Just a little simple Sunday action. Still messing around with these 66 joints. Giving it a little color in the background. You know, it's Joker, that's what you gotta do. Just a little package. Briefcase full of that dough. Film. Alright, finally had a chance to open up my Cap Legends. All in all, I like it. Pretty dope. That Red Skull. Love the face sculpt on that. can make that out. But it's nice. Then it pops off. It's really dope. Now, don't like the body too much. It's that ultimate cap. But we already know what that is. The Winter Soldier. Not a big fan of this body mold, but you know, new characters. Well, not new characters, but new figures. I'm always happy to get those. My main gripe with this is you can never get that shit to go down. Maybe if I heat it up or something. But it's the coat, and then it's got this on top of it. But new Red Skull. Fuck it. I think my favorite out the wave is probably that Baron Zemo. Shit's really nice. I think it's sporting that Bucky cap mold. It's dope. Hydra soldiers and AIM soldiers too. What'd you get? What, 3 army builders in one wave? Love that shit. Probably wondering why Deadpool's right there. I did a pick for the page, then I opened these up, so I just started stacking them. And this thing's always a bitch to stand. So I just started stacking them here. Really like that Baron Zemo. Cap is really nice. Mine came with as my boy Buddha calls it, the stanky leg. And then I could just heat it up, pop that back in, but it's a little shiny. Could use a wash, but still dope. I knew that was gonna happen. AIM Soldier, dope. I like it. Wish they would paint the buttons, but still. And then they got the a la chingada boots right here, and they actually stand pretty good. Pretty good. Hydra, I like them. That vampire bat is nice. They gave them double jointed elbows. I wish they would just gave them the knees and be done with it. But it's nice. I digs it. And then this Batman here, which is nice. It's got some articulation. If you just would have had the ab right here, would have been good. But it's still nice. Bug is probably gonna end up with a shitload of these things. These are for the army builders. I head up to Toys R Us. They got these there for $15.99, $14.99, and I price matched it with an old Captain America figure, so I got both of these for $9 a piece. Do I feel bad about it? No. I picked up the new Amazing Spider-Man 2 Infinite Series joints. Deadliest Foes. I think that's Ultimate Beetle. This movie Spider-Man, which is actually pretty nice. I haven't popped it open yet. Comes with the Ultimate Green Goblin. Superior Spider-Man, which is actually really nice. Little problem on the leg, but none that can be fixed. Electro, movie Electro, actually is not that bad. When I saw the pictures of it, I was like, oh man, but now I have it right here. It looks pretty good. So I gotta pop them open. I do have Black Cat and Carnage, but I don't have them with me now. Haven't done much HBA lately. Holidays, work, you know, everyday life. You know what it is. Just a little quick tip on how I do things, you know, like color clashing. And people always asking me what kind of camera I use. I use iPhone 5S. I don't use a camera because I do everything on my phone. And when I talk about color clashing, I always try to make, how can I say it, like my photos look good with the colors. Like on my last pic, I didn't have this background. You guys saw what it was, but I took the picture from here, and these roses were clashing with his suit, so you couldn't really tell what it was until I brought it up. And I ended up putting that pic on the page, and I'm looking at it. I was like, you know, you might not even really tell what that is. Like, what I don't like to do is like have the colors clash. You see, I have like this pink background, and then he has a pink suit, which looks okay right now, but you know, a lot of times, like I see pics and with the colors clash, and it doesn't really look good. I used to do a lot of like colors background before, and then I kind of fell into the whole dark photo thing, which looks good. I like it a lot. You know, with dark photos, you could hide a lot of shit. You could, you know, you could do like, yeah, you can hide a lot of shit. With colored backgrounds, you really have to be like on point with everything. And like I said before, like with the roses, they were clashing with that. So I always try to make the colors, you know, like go with each other. Not really match, but you know, that it looks good with a nice vibrant background. I'll give you another example. Here's another example. Like here, the figure clashing colors looks pretty good. But I don't like the table and the background. I know it's not much. I know it's probably like nitpicking or whatever, but I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. And you see, like I turned the roses the other way, so it's not really clashing with his suit. I don't know if you can make that out though, but maybe I'm not explaining it right. I hope you guys kind of get what I'm saying. Here's another example. Different backgrounds, you know, trying to clash the colors up. And now these are clashing with that. But these really could use like a nice shading to it, because they're like from a dollhouse or whatever. You know, again, this is how I do things. This is how I look at things. You know, I'm not knocking anybody. You know, this is just the way I do things. This is the way I look at my pics when I do them. You know, it might help, it might not. You know, I'm always looking at people's pictures and like, you know, I don't just look at them and be like, oh, that's cool and I like, you know, I look at them like, all right, that's dope. How the hell did he do that? If I don't know, I'll ask. You know, always try different things, because you don't know, somebody else would grab that idea and build on that, and then build and build and build, and you know, and then something dope could come out of it. Like I'm not afraid of trying something new. I'm not afraid of people not liking my pics. I do what I do. I always, you know, keep grinding, and people, hey, you need to fix that, you need to fix that. I don't get mad, I don't get pissy about it. I go back, I look at it, all right, word, on the next one, you know, and I just keep building on that. Like, that does need a paint job. Plus, you know, this was just an example. I hope you guys, you know, got some from it. And that's all I got. To the next one, because I'm out. Peace.